Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to today's video. What I got for you guys today is going to be how to pick your job in the Air Force. The best job and also the easiest job in the Air Force. What's come to your mind?
Best job, in my opinion, something that would translate to a high-paying job on the outside. So medical jobs like radiologist.
So it depends by what you're interested on, right?
That's what I would say. If you're trying to make money on the outside, any medical, radiology, and dental assistant, those jobs are going to make a lot of money on the outside. But if you're looking for more excitement, you know, you guys want to go see action and all that, and you're super hua, you can go do the special ops jobs, but those are really hard. Those are really hard to get to. They have a long list of requirements, and they're not for everybody.
And minimum is 6 years.
Yeah, so for any guys looking to...
For special forces.
Yeah, so for the special operations,
So no 4-year contract, because by the time they finish, by the time they finish the training, it's already gonna be like 2 years in.
Yeah. So one of my best friends, he just graduated recently from his PJs. Now his school, he was supposed to graduate a little bit ago, but messed up a lot of their schools that they're supposed to go to. But he just got his beret. One of my best friends from back home. He's been training for like 2.5 years, just training, which is cool. And now he's gonna be based somewhere else. And he's doing what he loves. He absolutely loves what he does. But so when I came in, I wanted to be combat control, but I wasn't in the best shape at the time. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna join and I'll cross train later. And that's one of my biggest regrets. I'd say if you guys are purely interested in one job, I would wait, get in shape, or whatever requirements you need to do to get that job and go for it. Otherwise, you'll regret your decision. Now, it's different if you want to be an officer. Now, you guys can come in, enlisted, finish your degree and be an officer. That's not that hard. Cross-training is actually a lot harder than commissioning.
People think they can come in and the recruiter told them, so like they always cross-train.
It's pretty difficult, unless you're...
It's a lot of competition.
A lot of competition.
And also, pretty much luck, man, to be honest.
You have to plan it really well. So when you're overseas, there's different windows. So if you're a 6-year enlistee, you can cross-train at your 5-year mark. If you're a 4-year enlistee, you can cross-train at your 3-year mark. So if you guys want to cross-train, do not sign the 6. Another regret I had that no one told me, because the research wasn't out there at the time. So another thing, man, is if you really want to be fire is actually one of the jobs I was going to say is the best job in the Air Force.
Yeah.
Especially if you're into the gym. And
exercising all the time and all that shit.
Yeah, plenty of time for school. It's a very fun, physical, interesting job like security forces. Yeah. But you don't deal with a lot of the BS that we deal with. They're dealing with different, and we work alongside with fire sometimes.
It's kind of hard to take classes in our career field.
Because we're working so much.
Yeah, like you think 12 hours? No. Listen to me, 14 from my experience. So yeah, I have a couple more months left in the Air Force, so I'll be getting out and do school full time. I might join the Guard, but that's a big if right there. But we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know. Have a couple months left, and some of you guys are coming out here to England. Hit me up on my IG. So some of the stuff that I'm not using might be useful to you guys. So hit me up if you guys coming out here to England.
Another thing, man, if you guys are into law enforcement, our job is probably going to be the best one for you. If you guys want to be a police officer, you guys, it's not the same. So military law enforcement is not the same as civilian. There's different rules and different procedures, right? But you get a taste of what law enforcement really deals with and the BS that we go through on top of the security forces BS that we go through. And you know what? You guys might be like, you know what? It's not for me. Or you guys might love it and be like, yeah, that's what I'm into. I want more.
Or maybe get familiar with the weapons system. What we have here is M9, M4, M249, M240, M870.
Well, another really big thing.
Different guns.
A big thing I said earlier, jobs that can translate to civilian world. So if we get a federal law enforcement accredited, because we go through an actual academy, not every branch of the military does that. They give us a federal law enforcement certificate. Now with that, when we get out, there's certain police departments back in the States where we do not have to go to that police academy. Like I think Florida is one of the states. You can just go and become a police officer in Florida. You do like a little refresher course with them.
Hey, do your own research, all right?
Yeah.
For your state.
Yeah, so not like I'm from Los Angeles, LAPD will not accept it. I have to go through LAPD's academy. But I'm just saying, if you guys are interested in going to smaller police departments or being a prison guard or whatever you're into, our law enforcement accreditation helps with that a lot. So if you guys are really into law enforcement, obviously security forces, or you want to be K9 in the Air Force, the only way to do that is to be security forces. Well, I take that back. Some of the special ops guys, they now have K9 units, but again, that's really rare. No one's being a PJ to be K9. It's just something that it would fall on your plate if you were at the right place, right time kind of thing. But so for K9, you can join security forces, or if you're looking into the Army versus security forces. If I wanted to be K9, I would go Army because you can go K9 right out the gate, 31 kilo. But you want to be in the Air Force? Join security forces and roll the dice. See if they'll let you do it.
What about for those of them that joining the Air Force strictly for college? What do you think is the best job for that?
Ooh, any admin job.
Yeah, 9 to 5 kind of people, right?
Yep. So admin.
Hey, don't. Especially if you have family or you want to go to like college, you know, it's kind of hard for our career field. You know, we work weird hours. He works mids. I work daytime, but like, you know, you gotta be up at 3 a.m. in the morning and all kinds of bullshit, you know. So
admin jobs, you have training days. So the MPF, which is our like military personnel section, they have training days, and from what I've heard from a few of my friends that work in the MPF, those training days, if you don't have anything to train on, you can go do schoolwork. Yeah. So, and they work 9 to 5, they have holidays off.
Yeah, we barely have any holidays off. For those of you guys that join the security forces with the family, it's gonna be a little bit harder. So that's something that you should know about.
So admin jobs, if you're cool with paperwork and dealing with the bureaucracy end of things.
Medical, a lot of medical career field, finance.
Well, not all medical career fields. So
yeah, a lot of them, but not all of them.
If you're looking at working in the ER, like IDMT and all that,
those are 24 hours operation.
They work just like us.
Yeah.
So don't think, oh, I'm gonna go medical and have it easy. You have the guys working in the ER, they're working 24 hours sometimes too.
Yeah.
So granted, a lot of medical jobs do have it easy. I said radiology, pediatrics, those kind of jobs. But not all medical, so you got to be very specific.
And also maintenance.
Maintenance is going to be really tough when it comes to, so maintenance, I shout out to my grease monkeys out there, but they have it pretty rough too when it comes to the schedule.
Yeah, hours, different jobs. We're getting paid the same, but we're not working the same hours.
Well, they might not have to be fucked with as much as we are as far as time. They're fucked with in a different way. So if your plane's broken, you're not leaving. You know, from what I've talked with maintainers, when your plane's broken, you're gonna stay there till it's fixed, basically. So, and they're also on a 12-hour rotation, depending. Now, some guys will be off during the weekends. They might have a crew on the weekend. Every place is different. I can only speak about here.
Yeah.
But understand that maintenance, it's pretty rough, and they're working out. Yep.
What is it? Are you maintenance?
Yeah.
So, like, what's a typical schedule for you guys? Because we do Panama 12s.
If you want to come a little closer, you want to get on my show.
So it depends on.
He's maintenance, so.
Right now, definitely difficult. When I first hit in March, we were doing week on, week off 12s. It was pretty rough, but typical hours, 8 to 10 hour shift.
8 to 10?
Yeah, just depends.
You guys get accreditations when you guys come out, right? Like you get to work on certain airframes?
Certification?
Yeah, crew chiefs.
Okay, crew chiefs.
So different aspects. A lot of guys think we're just crew chiefs, right? So I specialize in engines.
Engines, okay.
And then have avionics and environmental electronics, so E&E.
So I know they're completely different. So guys, do your research on what because don't just join open maintenance, because if you guys really want to work on engines like him, you guys might end up working sheet metal, right? And that's completely different. So when you're talking to your recruiter, make sure you join the job.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it, bro. But join the job that you really want. Don't let them tell you, oh, you'll prop. So another thing about Air Force, Open contracts. I did an open general contract because, as I told you, guys, I wanted to cross-train into combat control. And I thought, open general, in my head, it made sense. I was in a bad spot in time in life.
You just want to get out of there?
I just wanted to get out, guys.
Most of the people are joining open general. It's just...
Well, you guys can get security forces or services like our buddy Mike from another video.
Last video.
So if you guys want, don't join open general if you're trying to get security forces, because you might get services and you'll be miserable because you'll be flipping burgers or working. Well, I mean, working at the gym for us is a good idea. But you guys,
but different job would give you a different opportunity to travel also.
Yeah.
So if you like to travel, make sure to do a lot of researches.
Because some, like my brother, I have a younger brother. He can only go to like 3 different bases. In the world. Or there's one job it's a classified job. You can talk to the recruiters and stuff. They can only go to 1 base in the whole world. So
out of all 800 something bases, you can only go to 1 or 2 or 3. So that's kind of like defeat the purpose of.
And also, guys, if you guys are kind of undecided, do your research. Or you could join open and roll your dice. And it could work out for you, but...
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Yeah. Oh, we've already done 3 sets, bro. Do another one?
5 sets. Yeah.
Oh, you tricked me. You tricked me.
2 more.
You tricked me. You said 3 for 10. So, do your research on the bases. All this stuff can be Googled.
Yeah.
But you guys got to do your research on what you guys really want.
Oh, you have any specific, question, just hit me up on my Instagram. Or just hit him up. His Instagram will be linked down below also. So
yeah, guys, we're more than willing to answer your questions. Another job that is overlooked that I remember they're always recruiting for is Chaplain Assistant. So if you guys are more religious or you guys are interested in morale boosting,
doesn't have to be a specific
and you don't have to be a specific religion. It's any religion, and you're the chaplain's assistant. So what that means is, you have your chaplain, which is an officer, and chaplains in wartime they're forbidden from carrying weapons.
Yeah. So
the chaplain's assistant, worst case scenario, you guys are in a battle zone, and you got to protect that chaplain. But on a more day-to-day normal aspect, you're helping them out, schedule appointments, doing paperwork. And
people are stressed out in the military, which is a lot of us.
So chaplains help a lot, guys. Don't think it's just for religion.
No.
So I go to church, but you know what, guys? They don't just specialize in it. Don't think it's just religion. If you guys are mentally, your mental health is going down, and you need to talk to somebody, that's what chaplain's there for. I know people that went to the chaplain, and it helped them out a lot, especially during when people were separated from their families and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, the whole country is shutting down. We're still working, so it is what it is.
So mental health's a big thing in the military right now because, as I said, we're all getting worked pretty hard. It didn't shut us down. So if you guys are interested in a more morale booster kind of job, that's something to look into. They always have it open. It's if you're looking for, and it's actually pretty good if you're trying to do school because they fall under admin kind of hours. So to me, it sounds if you guys are trying to find a job that leaves really quick. And again, when we're talking to you, when you're listening to this, it could be something completely different. There could be jobs that are more available than others at the time of you're watching this. You just need to talk to your recruiter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to special ops a little bit. If you guys are interested in special ops, you need to make sure you guys find an Air Force Special Operations recruiter. They have their own recruiting now. And you for battlefield airmen.
A lot of cardio.
Yeah, a lot of cardio. So if you guys are interested,
I think they're coming fucking swole as fuck,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of cardio, just like
cardio,
Ravens or Daggers. If you want to go, security forces, different unit like that.
And I wanted to address this too in this video. A lot of guys, I saw one guy on a video commented, "Oh, how do I go Raven in the Air Force?" Well, it's not something that you join. You don't join security forces to be a Raven.
Like K9, same shit. Dagger.
You have to be at the right place at the right time
yeah.
in the
Sniper
right
school, boat police.
He did
in Florida.
He did the boat patrol. I think that's the only base that does it. I'm not sure.
Three other bases that I know of. They're all in Florida though.
But that's not common.
Do that if you have an opportunity.
But again, you don't join security forces for those jobs. Those are jobs that are afforded.
A special unit.
Yeah, it's afforded to you at the time if you're there at the right time and they have an opening. So, you know what I'm saying? But if you guys want to join security forces or maintenance or something like that, that's a very specific job and you can look at the opportunities within it. But just make sure you guys are really thinking what you want to do. You know, you guys might think, oh, well, I'm kind of interested in law enforcement. Well, are you kind of interested working for 12 to 14 hours? That's something you need to put in your perspective. And you guys really need to think about what my goals are, school or travel or whatever your goal may be.
Ooh, the ASVAB, right? Different requirement. Look into the ASVAB score. Of the job that you want, so you can study for that particular. That's a different subject that they're looking for. For us, it's gonna be general. Last time I checked, it's only 36 general score.
Yeah, security force is pretty easy to get into.
Yeah.
Oh well, if you're a U.S. citizen, that's another thing. You guys need to know if you guys are not.
You have to be a U.S. citizen. When I was joining. First time I was a U.S. citizen, you know, and the limited amount of the job is gonna be available to you. I only have like 12 choices or some shit like that. So I waited until I got citizenship and then I applied for the Air Force later. Look into if you have to be a citizen before and the ASVAB score to get the exact job that you want.
Also, guys, come into these jobs with the right mindset, right? Like, they have waivers for stuff where you should, like, for security forces, I forgot the amount of overhead press you have to do. It's not extremely heavy.
It's gonna be at the maps, right?
Duck
walk and all that bullshit. You have to pass all that.
But there's some like, it's almost like a Smith's machine, and you literally just press it over your head. It's not very heavy, but some people struggle on it. If you guys are struggling on that, you guys might not want to do the most physical job. Now, the way that you pick your job is obviously you talk to your recruiter, you do what's called a dream sheet. Now, with your recruiter, once you've done that dream sheet, again, be very strict. Don't let them talk to you into stuff.
Let's do 10 sets of these.
10?
Yeah, so we did 5 already. Let's do 5 more sets of 10 or 12 reps.
I hate you. So you're gonna do your dream sheets, right? I'm gonna kind of speak on like what recruiters kind of trick you in a little bit. Now, once you do that dream sheet, when you go to MEPS, they kind of submit that dream sheet. However, your recruiter, when you finish, he has a computer screen and he sees what jobs are leaving at what time of the week, right? You guys do, once you go through MEPS, you're in technically what's called the inactive reserves. You're waiting to go to basic training, but you are not beholden to the Air Force at that point in time.
So, delay entry program or some shit like that?
Once you're in the DEP, granted, don't screw it up, but don't let them force you to. Now, if you were like, hey man, I really want to be maintenance, don't let them talk you into doing admin, right? Don't let them do that. You can walk away and not be in trouble. You guys will not face prison time or anything like that. Make sure that you're telling them, hey man, I'm willing to join and put 4 years of my life away, but this is what I want to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of time, trust me.
It's a lot of time to do something you don't want to do. So, and granted, not everything's going to be perfect, but you got to stand up and be like, no, I'm ready to walk. And then, and then the recruiter will be like, oh, no, most likely. But make sure that again, don't be selfish, don't be in the wrong mindset. You're here to join the military, but don't do something you really don't want to do.
Yeah, you can serve your country doing something you like to do. Yeah.
You're doing a service, man. This is not...
Every job is important. It's not like you're doing flip burgers and all that stuff. Everybody needs to eat. Every job is important, man. So... And
you can grow within whatever job. You can, get out of your situation, become independent and all that rest of that good stuff. But make sure, also at MEPS, they are notorious. They are notorious for what's the eyesight, depth perception.
Yeah.
They are notorious for failing people at this depth perception. Yeah. And people are like, they 100% have, if they mess you up, if they mess up your test, which they did to mine, make sure that you go to an eye doctor and you can do a third-party test. It's going to take more time for that recruiter to get it passed by doctors. But if you got, like, for example, if you want to do some of these aviation jobs, like special missions aviation, like they're basically helicopter gunners and crew chiefs. Really cool job, by the way. Very hard to get into. A lot of math, but very cool. You need to have good depth perception, or EOD, or anything like that.
Yeah. But it's a lot of cool jobs to pick from, man. So just have to make a lot of research.
But don't let them tell you that you're disqualified, because you can always do it. You can pay out of pocket and do your own test.
Yeah, talk to the recruiter. They'll help you out, because their job is to get people in, so.
Yeah, but if the recruiter, so my recruiter.
If they already fill up that spot that they need for that particular month, they might not help you.
They're
as
not,
much.
so don't, man, my recruiter, he's an okay guy. We keep in contact now, but he definitely, like, I've called him out before. He definitely bamboozled me a couple times, because he told me, no, you can't do a third party. Yeah. And he kind of scared me into thinking that, I was going to get out of the debt program, which at that point in time, I really kind of was in a position where I wanted to
get out of there.
I want to get out of that situation I was in. What I'm saying is dude, stand up for yourself, because no one's going to stand up for you except for you.
Yeah, your own future, man. So.
And also, don't let anybody influence you on what you want to do for your job. If you really want to be a PJ, like a pararescue jumper, you want to be TAC-P, you want to be combat control, SALT-T,
yeah,
you're guaranteed, if you have an involved relationship with your parents, they're going to, or even security forces, they're going to try to talk you out of it. If that is what you want to do, if you've decided that, don't listen to anybody. I'm not trying to tell you to be disrespectful to your parents. But to join, you have to be at least 17 with a parent signature, or 18 years old. Once you're 18, you're an adult. Make sure you're like, no, this is the decision I made for my life. I want to join the Air Force or whatever other branch you're thinking of joining. And you make that decision for you, because you don't want to regret it. You don't
There's people talk a lot of shit on a different job, and a different branch of the military. So,
but you're the only one that's going to know that this is what you want to join the Navy, you want to sail?
Yeah.
Don't let anybody
I don't have any problem with another job or another branches or anything like that. So I'm just out here to try to give you guys information,
Yeah. And ultimately, our jobs worked out for us. We got to travel. We've done some cool stuff.
Fucking all kinds of fucking places, Germany, Africa, South Korea,
But I wouldn't be here
different places.
if I had listened to other people. Other people would be like, "No, man, don't join the military.
Yeah,
it's not good for what." But guess what?
Do what's right for you.
Do what's right for you. Only you're gonna know what that is.
Yeah. For those of you that are talking shit, down to the comment section. Hey, do me a favor. If you haven't spent a day in the military, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's more like you and your brother can talk shit to each other. You know what I mean? Like the army can talk shit to me. But if you haven't spent a day in the military, you not deserve to talking shit, man. No. So
like, we talk shit to each other because we're brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Army, Navy, Air Force.
I'll tell a Marine.
At the end of the day, we are brothers, man. So.
I'll be like, hey, Marine, here's some crayons, go eat it. That's because I respect them, because they have a really cool.
We need them.
We need them. Every branch in the military is necessary. Every job in the military. I mean, except there's a couple I could think that could be contracted out, but they're all. We would not work without a lot of them. Even the admin jobs. Right now, I'm about a PCS. I'm about to go back to the United States. I couldn't do that without admin people doing my paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork involved. So don't talk shit, guys. All you can do is come in here with a positive mindset. Do what you guys want to do.
Yeah.
Within reason. If you have no idea what you want to do, try to get an idea. Message us. Message other people in the military. Some people might be able to. Your recruiter might be able to guide you on what. But again, don't let them talk you into anything. Let them guide you. Hey, these are what we think might fit you.
Different branches, different jobs gonna give you different lifestyle. Just pick what right for you, what interests you. Just because we in the Air Force doesn't mean we're not physically fit enough for like different branches, but it's just a lifestyle that.
Yeah. Go tell a PJ he's not fit, man. Those guys, that's one of the hardest special operations school in the entire United States military.
And those are Air Force guys.
Those are Air Force guys.
Yeah, go tell them to their face. You'll get your ass whooped real quick.
So, and guys, just make sure you guys are doing what's right for you, and don't forget your goals. What I would say, man, is before you go like to the recruiter, write down on a piece of paper what your goals are, what you want to get out of the military, because Uncle Sam is going to take from you. The military will take from you. It will take your time, it will take your mental health. So make sure you're getting what you want out of it as well. So, and after you talk to your recruiter, before you go to basic, make sure you read what you guys wrote down, like, hey, I wanted to go to school, I want to travel, etc. And make sure that you've fit a job or a lifestyle that fits what's on that paper. Don't lose sight of what you wanted.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this set here, so I'm gonna close down this video. But if you have any specific question for a specific job, if I know some friend, I'll try to get them to come to my channel, and yeah, just leave it in the comment down below what you're interested on, and I'll see if I can do that for you guys on the next video or something. So yeah, that's it. That's a quick video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe down below if you guys are interested on military and fitness content like this one, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.